Welcome everyone to my channel, Alien Diamonds. Today I will be doing a WIP and chat. For those who don't know, WIP just stands for Work in Progress. You're welcome to pull out your own project as you watch this video, or just listen in the background as you do chores or go on a drive, or whatever it is you want to do. Today I will be working on Apothecary Shop by Claudia McKinney from Diamond Art Club. It is a 69.9 by 69.9 centimeter canvas with square drills, 78,961 drills, 94 colors, and I am on section 24 of 49, so I'm just about halfway done. This canvas has taken a while. It's pretty confetti heavy. Let me zoom in to the section I'm actually working on, and then we'll start talking about some other diamond painting stuff and some stuff in my own life. Okay, hopefully the light pad isn't too much of an issue for the lighting of this video, because this canvas, like I said, very confetti heavy. I don't think I could do it without a light pad. Anyways, right into diamond painting stuff this past week. I will start with the Diamond Art Club releases that happened Saturday. The only thing that caught my interest was Hideaway by Claudia McKinney. This one's also by Claudia McKinney, how fitting. But I really need to cut back on my budget for diamond painting. I just have some other stuff in my personal life that I'm having to prioritize budgeting for that instead. So I don't think I'll be able to buy any diamond paintings for a bit, but that's okay. I have plenty in my stash. That's why I stocked up my stash well. Other than Diamond Art Club, though, Diamond Delights also released a bunch of new canvases, and some of those were honestly more tempting than the Diamond Art Club ones. They released several Ghibli things. They also restocked several Ghibli things, but they released two full-size canvases. One, which is Floating Pink Castle by Jelly V, and that's a housewarming castle image, and it's so pretty. It's so cute. I might get it at some point. Though one thing with that is that there seemed to be a lot of color blocking in the background, and I've only done Diamond Delight's smaller canvases, so I don't know how their grid would be on a full-sized one, but it's definitely on my wish list. I don't even know if it's sold out or not. I just saw it in they sent an email when they were announcing that they were releasing new kits, so it probably sold out. I know that they tend to sell out pretty quickly, but it's definitely on my wish list. Somewhere down the road, I'll probably end up getting it because it's really pretty. It's really pretty colors. And then the other one was Delivery Girl in Her Space by Lullaby, which is Kiki's delivery service. So both of those were very cute. Other than that, I fell a little behind on my Office Feline diamond painting that I was working on my previous WIP and chat. I've been trying to do one section a day, because I split it into 30 sections, so I should be able to finish it this month. But I had a doctor's appointment last week, and then I had my toddler's birthday party this weekend, so I fell a bit behind on that, and just on diamond painting in general. But I did catch up on that last night, the Office Feline one. And then obviously, I'm trying to fit some of this in. I missed some 7s. Already missing stuff. And I missed 5s. Guys, why am I so bad at this? I'm a little caught up. I might fall behind again because I started cutting out and ironing some more dust covers. That's the thing that I was sewing a few weeks ago that I mentioned in WIP and chat. I was sewing diamond painting dust covers to send to Diamonds for a Better Tomorrow. And she loved them. So I was like, well, I have a lot more scrap fabric, so now I want to make more. So I started cutting and ironing the edges of those, and I want to get those sewn. It's hard for me to, do I prioritize diamond painting or sewing? Because I enjoy both. The other diamond painting thing is that I mentioned in my last WIP and chat that I had found a canvas to do for Drills and Chills, which I should be getting in tomorrow, and so my Thursday video this week should be an unboxing of that canvas, and I'm thrilled for it. It's one of the ones from Art Dot, and because I ordered it, they had like a deal going on where they would send you their free putty wax if you ordered before the start of August. So I got my putty wax in already, and that's what I currently have in my pen, and it seems like it's working. I've only had it in for, like, while working on the start of this canvas, so I don't know how long it'll last, but I will see, because normally I use wax in my single placer, which I still have wax in there, and then I use my own homemade putty for the multi-placer. So I haven't tried many other types. I haven't tried any other types of putty. I've tried using wax in my multi-placer, which I definitely don't. That definitely doesn't work for me. So I like how it's working right now. I just don't know how long it'll last. So I do want to try it on the ABs, which if we get to that in this whip and chat, then you'll see me trying it on the ABs, because I haven't tried it on ABs yet, but I've heard some people say that it's easier to use on ABs than some types of putty. But I'll keep you updated on that. I might just, if I'm not close to getting to the end of it, because normally I save my ABs for last, but I might do some of them earlier to see how it holds up. 3-7. Yeah, like I said, it's been nice. I also got in another A3 binder that I ordered at the same time, that I moved all of my finished 30x40 diamond paintings into. Neither H's, nope. And I'm happy to be able to separate my finished ones from my canvases. Yeah, I'm so excited to get my canvas in tomorrow for Drills and Chills. I'm still a little nervous about, like, actually signing up, but I already said that I would do it. I already committed to it. I'm going to sign up for it, and I'm thrilled to, like, follow along with, just on, like, the Facebook group, and just with Diamond Washi and Emerald and Fairy Lights videos throughout the next, like, throughout the 2 months that they do it. I think that's all the diamond painting stuff, though. It wasn't, like, my priority this week. So like I said, I had my doctor's appointment, which went fine. They just took, like, a history and some blood work, which I haven't heard back about how the blood work was yet, so I don't know when I'll hear back about that. I do have to go back in 2 weeks for more blood work. That's like a week and a half now. And then my toddler has their, like, yearly checkup this Wednesday. So yeah, just lots of doctor's appointments. But in line with their yearly checkup, their birthdays. Their birthday's this week, but we had their birthday party over the weekend, because one of the people we wanted to invite, the only weekend they were available in August was this weekend. They ended up canceling, and then a different person canceled as well. So then we ended up calling my wife's aunt, to see if she could come over, just because we're like, well, we're now 4 people short of what we expected. And so we called her, like, last minute, and she was able to come. And we didn't expect her to bring a gift, but she did. She just got him some Hot Wheels. And she also brought her grandchild. So my niece's first cousin once removed. Or my wife's first cousin once removed. So that was good. We didn't have too many people. I think we had 12 people there, so it wasn't crazy. We rented out, like, the pavilion, because we live in an HOA. So we rented out one of the, like, outdoor pavilions, because it was only supposed to be, like, 83 degrees. We're like, it's warm, but it's not, like, burning. And so we had set up everything. Well, back up. So I decided to make their cake from scratch. And so I let my toddler help, like, mix all the ingredients together, and then I decorated it like a garbage truck. I'll insert a picture if I remember to, because it's not, like, the it's not professional or anything, but I'm happy with what I did. I wish I had had like Oreos or something for the wheels, because that would have been cute, but it's fine. So I made the cake in the morning, and then I frosted it like in the afternoon after it cooled down, and then we started the party like later in the afternoon, obviously after I frosted the cake, and we'd set it up outside at the pavilion. And this was while my toddler was napping, so our roommates were like still at the house while our toddler was napping, and then me and my wife went to like set up at the pavilion. And then once my parents got there, we went and woke my toddler and took him outside, and we wanted to like space out the present opening because, with the toddler, they get very fixated. Like, we knew this would happen, and it did happen. He would open a present, and then he's like, oh, I want to play with this present. I don't want to touch the other presents. So we're like, we're going to space out the present opening and just let him open them kind of sporadically. So we let him open some of the smaller ones outside, and then he was like, we can go home now. And he was very insistent, so that's when my wife's aunt showed up, and one of my wife's coworkers came with his kids. So they'd only been there for like a few minutes when our kid was like, we can go home now. But it was pretty windy, and like the decorations kept blowing away, and the pavilion is like, you can see our house from the pavilion, so it's not a far walk. So we're like, okay, yeah, let's just take this inside. There's not too many people. Like, yeah, it'll be a little crowded, but not terrible. And then we reset up like I had gotten like a big like banner, happy birthday banner. We reset that up so that he could sit in front of it while opening his presents. I can't remember if he could open his presents last year. He definitely opened his own presents this past Christmas, but I don't remember if he could for his second birthday. Either way, he definitely has the present opening thing down now. And again, like, by this point, we realized he had a lot of presents, so we were trying to rush him. I mean, not like rush, but he definitely wanted to open the presents much more slowly, and he got like this big garbage truck. I mean, it was a garbage truck themed birthday party. He's obsessed with garbage trucks. One of the presents I got him was like a big toy garbage truck that it came with like trash cans and a dumpster, and you can dump the dumpsters into the trash can. And after he opened that one, he was not really interested in opening any other. So I was like, well, do you want to go look for more vehicles? You might have more vehicles to open. So that convinced him to open up the rest of them. And I say, overall, pretty successful. He seemed interested in every single toy. He's mostly been playing with the garbage truck, but he's also played with, my roommates got him like those like magnetic tiles. There's like the squares and triangles, and you can build things. So they got him that, and he's pulled that out several times and has built what he calls cars. So he's enjoyed that. The only thing that he hasn't been interested in is we got him a Fuecoco t-shirt. Fuecoco is a Pokemon. He loves Pokemon, and he has several Pokemon shirts, and he always asks to wear those ones. So we're like, oh, we'll just get him, like, I'd seen a cute Fuecoco one on Amazon, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll just get him more Pokemon shirts so that he has more things that I'll actually want to wear. But so far he has not been interested. I'm thinking maybe once all his other Pokemon shirts are in the laundry, and it's the only Pokemon shirt left, I'm hoping then he'll put it on. His biggest present was actually from my mom and dad, and they bought him a new bicycle, because we'd gotten him like one of those balance bikes. It's just the kind that you just use your feet to like kick off, but it doesn't have training wheels, so it's an actual bicycle with only 2 wheels, and it's supposed to teach balance. So he's loved using that bike, but it was definitely starting to get a bit too small for him. So my mom was like, well, I want to get him a new bike, and I was like, okay, go ahead. I'm not gonna... I'd been considering getting him a new bike too, and she was like, well, I can get it for him, and I was like, yeah, if that's within your budget. I'm not gonna stop you from getting that. We got that out, but it was still like in the box, so it wasn't put together. So then we went to have his cake, and he blew out his own candle, which I was very proud of. We were trying to practice him blowing out candles earlier in the day, and it was not working at all. So the fact that he managed to blow out the candle once we actually got it in front of him, I was very glad about that. I mean, he got super shy while we were singing to him, but honestly, who doesn't? I don't know why the happy birthday song is a thing. It's always so awkward. While everyone else was eating cake, my dad put the bike together. A kid was immediately like, I want to go ride the bike. And I was like, of course you do. Figures. So all of us went outside, and I was thinking, oh, he might just like drive up and like ride up and down the driveway for a bit. So he didn't really get the pedal thing, but he kind of coasted on the driveway. And then we were trying to help him pedal, me and my mom like holding his feet, and then my dad trying to help him steer. And because he's had the balance bike, he already kind of knows how to steer. But once we got out of the driveway, and all the other guests were there watching and, cheering him on and stuff. And then my kid was like, should everyone come with us on a bike ride? And I was like, I don't know. But we did end up, the whole group ended up going just around the neighborhood into the mailbox, because my sister called me and was like, oh, there's another present for him. It was dropped off in your mailbox. So all of us went on a short bike ride to the mailbox, and he didn't really pedal on his own at all during that thing. I mean, he did like maybe one or two like full rotations, but then the way his feet were sitting on the pedals, they were tilted in and kept like getting caught on the bars. But I was like, okay, well, I expected this to take a bit of time. It's fine. Let's all go back inside. Everybody else, went home. It was fun though. Honestly, having less people there was probably a good thing, because I get overwhelmed with the number of people very easily. But my kiddos seemed to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. We're the main people who it matters. And it seems like our guests enjoyed it too. So, very successful birthday party. And like I said, like, they are happy with all of their birthday presents besides that shirt. And then just today, after I'd gotten them up and done some diamond painting, and they'd played with their garbage truck and their other vehicle toys, they asked to go out on a bike ride, and they actually did pedal. Like all by themselves. I mean, I had to like coax them through it for the first bit, but then they got a hang of it, and we biked down to the swing set near our house, and we swung for a little bit, and I caught some Pokemon on Pokemon Go, and then we pedaled back. I need to see if they can pedal and balance at the same time, because right now we have training wheels on the bike, just as they learn to pedal, but they already know how to balance from the balance bike. So in theory, once they've got those both down, then they can just ride a bike, which is wild. Also just wild to me that they're turning 3. How did that happen? I don't think that's fair. They're just growing up so fast. And like, it literally only took them a day to learn how to pedal. They're still a little clumsy with it, but it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna try these ABs with this putty. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna try using my 15 placer. I have the putty in my 15 placer too right now, but I think we should start with just the 10. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on them. It'll be okay. Okay. And that's with no water, because what I've been doing most of over the summer is using, and with ABs, is just using this little bowl of water to wet my putty, so that's a little less sticky. But this is, I'm trying it without water. Hey, okay. Color me impressed. It's not perfect, but Okay. Now it's giving me a little bit of trouble, but honestly, it might be that that spot isn't sticky. And like the putty doesn't seem to be sticking to the drills. Like they're peeling off easily, so let me just, if I do this, will pieces stick? Okay. So it's not perfect, but you know, my putty didn't pull out of my pen at all. So definitely an improvement if you ask me. That ain't bad. Honestly, I am impressed. I am definitely impressed by that. But yeah, that was my weekend. I'm very much looking forward to later this week, because Friday, Conan Gray, my favorite music artist, is releasing his album. And I'm like shaking with excitement. I love his music so much. And then of course I have my kid's doctor's appointment this week. Just your typical checkup. So that should be fine. And then I'm very excited for tomorrow when my canvas from Art Dot should be coming in, and I'm excited to show it to you. I wonder if, go ahead and put in the comments which canvas from Art Dot you think I got. It's one of their new ones from Simone Grunwald. So go ahead and put your guesses in the comments as to which one I picked out. Anyway, I think I will call it at that. I got a decent amount done, but I will finish the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all again in another video. Bye!